AC the other night or the other day with some of your main playmakers out, it seemed pretty seamless for you guys to be able to just generate offense with the guys that you have. What is it about this group and maybe the play style that allows everybody to be able to generate good looks for their teammates?
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts with just trusting each other. Everyone's, you know, whether you actually say it out loud or not, is just, very confident and, believes in the person next to him. And we want everybody to be aggressive, regardless of who's in and who's out. And obviously with, Shea and Dub missing the other night, a lot of shots go around, a lot of usage percentage to go around. So just opportunities for guys to kind of play their game and show, what they can do when given opportunity, much like, every team goes through in the NBA season at some point.
What's important against a team like LA where you have to apply a lot of physicality defensively, but try not to send them to the foul line? How do you kind of balance that?
Yeah, just picking and choosing the spots that you want to be physical. Different parts of the game call for more physicality versus others, and just being able to recognize those and then be smart. Don't use your hands a lot.
And what's it like just knowing that you're going to have Dub back in the lineup for you guys tonight? Just what's that do for this group?
Yeah, it's exciting. Obviously, we'd love to have everybody healthy, but anytime you get one person back, especially Dub, just because the energy he creates, the gravity that he pulls when he's on the court, it makes it easier for other guys. And he's just, he's a great teammate. He's a lot of, good energy, so it's fun to play with him. So we're excited to have him back.
When you get someone back like him, does it give you guys an emotional lift to kind of, going into a tough place tonight?
No, I mean, I think our emotions are pretty much the same night in, night out. It definitely is free energy, though. Anytime during the season you get somebody back, you always like, right before you're out on the court, it's like you give them some type of return, mention or something in the huddle before we break out. And most of the time it really doesn't mean much, but it's like a good, almost like psychological break from the season where you can kind of like get some free energy. Yeah.
You played here. Now you played here as an opponent as well. But anything different for you for this game? When you're playing this type of energy?
No, I mean, this far removed from playing in LA, not really. Obviously, like I'll still get probably a good reception and just because of the things I was able to accomplish here. And I think the amount of effort and energy I put into playing for the team that I was on for my couple of years here with LA, that goes a long way with this crowd, much like, the Oklahoma City crowd and Chicago, sports fans in general. But yeah, it's always nice coming back here and getting, a warm reception.
For Latin America, what game do you expect for tonight?
Say that again, sorry, what?
What game do you expect for tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously a good team. They're missing, a main guy. We're missing a main guy. So it's going to come down to some of the details and see who's, role players can kind of match up better probably.
I know he asked the similar question, but for Latin America again, it's what's happened in your mind against the Lakers?
Yeah, I mean, coming in here, it's outside of my own history here. It's one of the great places to play. I know it's got a different name, but for me, it'll always be Staples Center. And coming back and playing in that arena, much like the Garden in New York, Boston Garden, like there's certain places in the NBA that have history and pedigree, and it's one of those places where you're excited to come out and play, regardless of where you are in the season, what team you're on, who's playing against you. So just being able to come here and play, I think is really cool every year.
Can you say hi to Latin America?
Say hi to him?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Appreciate the support.
Anything else? Thanks, Alex.
Thanks.
Thank you.